Crazy.
Crazy.
Ill, bipolar, a hospital, like an old-fashioned, institute. Problems with the brain.
School shootings and whatnot that's been happening over the past few years.
It's a bit misunderstood. I think people are very judgmental about it.
If someone's unhappy, you're just like, oh, they're depressed. You wouldn't say that they've got mental health issues.
Yeah, it's kind of a taboo subject.
Yeah.
If they saw it on TV, they'd go, oh, I don't think it's the best thing for me to watch right now. Change the channel.
I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is that maybe helping someone to improve their mental state.
My name's Rabia. I'm 21 years old.
My name is Julian, but everyone calls me Reggie.
My name's Amar, and I'm 18 years old.
My name's Angela. I'm 21 years old.
My name is Jonathan. I'm part of the Right Here project. I'm 19 years of age. 20 years of age.
And currently I'm studying engineering at Newham College.
I go to uni studying psychology.
I've been a part of the project for 4 years.
I've been part of the project for about nearly under 3 years.
No, 5 years actually. No, 4 years actually.
I live in East London, in Walthamstow.
And I'm not from London.
Right now, I'm part of the filmmaking team.
My role within Right Here is part of the filmmaking.
My current role right now is I'm on a filming and develop a filming project where we're basically evaluating the project. And right now, as I'm speaking to you right now, that's what we're doing.
My name's Esther Orchard and I'm the project manager on the Right Here project.
My name's Anam. I work for the Right Here project, which is based at NCY, and I'm the community development worker here.
I'm Abby and I'm a community development worker on the project.
The aims of the Right Here project are really about supporting young people, particularly Black and Asian young people aged between 16 and 25, to really increase their mental well-being and make sure that when difficult stuff happens in life that it doesn't knock them too hard, you know, that they can kind of find a way to come back from difficult times emotionally.
The Right Here project for me is basically just helps raise awareness of mental health and stuff, like helps detach the stigma and the taboo-related stuff along with mental health, since like certain cultures and stuff don't actually talk about mental health, they rather just shun it away, like homosexuality and stuff like that.
It's got a number of elements, but at its core is the idea that young people sort of drive it and their priorities about how people can help them to improve their mental health and well-being shape the project. And for us, that's come from the youth panel over the last couple of years. So they have identified two main issues, the impact of violence on their stress and anxiety and their well-being. And then also the fact that services in Newham don't really cater for them in a way that really supports them. So a lot of the young people wouldn't necessarily go to counselling because they're concerned about confidentiality, or it's not at times or at places that they can access it, or maybe they just don't know about it.
The thing I like about the Right Here project is the diversity and the fact that it also enables the young people to actually play a vital role, since it's meant to be 16 to 25-year-olds who generally have the highest rating of mental health usage and stuff.
So the strengths of this project, I think, are the young people that shape it, the ideas that they've come with, the commitment that they've got to giving their time to look at how we can really help and support other young people in the borough.
I can say that on this project I've worked with some of the most interesting young women and young men, and their abilities and what they're capable of, you know, really does, like, you know, really opens my eyes up, and it makes me kind of feel proud that, you know, I'm able to like support these young people with, you know, just certain needs that they have.
I think that the issues that they've come up with as being of primary concern, I mean, we shouldn't be surprised by this, but they've really sort of hit the nail on the head. It's very hard if you're living with violence on a day-to-day basis to talk about de-stressing or dealing with anxiety, because you've got some real fears and real threats in your life, and a lot of the services aren't geared up to support young people who are dealing with that in an ongoing situation. I think the way that we work and the fact that so many of the young people who do get involved in us do then go on to access further support or, you know, can get help with some of the needs that they have is really, really important as well. I think for right here in Newham, we've had quite a lot of staff movement for lots of different reasons. There's been lots of sort of staff come and sort of move on from the project. And I think that's always tricky because when a new member of staff comes in, it takes them a little while to get going and understand what's going on with the project and you know, build relationships with young people as well. So that can slow things up.
We have quite a few workers on the project. We're not full-time workers. None of us actually work full-time. We work part-time. So within that, trying to actually liaise can sometimes be difficult because we're not always in on the same days and stuff like that.
Because I come from a service where I've only ever worked with a specific gender, which is female. When I first initially started, for me it was very difficult working with young men, you know, trying to break that communication barrier with them. Initially I found that quite difficult, but you know, after a year I feel a bit more confident in terms of working with those young people.
I think we're at a really crucial stage now. This isn't so much a weakness as a challenge, where we've got a year left of our funding and we've got to look at how we want to keep this work going and where we're going to fund that from. And because it's such a difficult economic climate at the moment, that's a real challenge, and I think we need to think really creatively about how we do that. And that's the kind of job for the next couple of months, but hopefully, because we'll be doing that with you guys, with the young people on the project, some of the ideas that come up, I'm pretty confident will be very successful.
My name is Leon Samuel George Fields. I'm part of the events team. My role is to look after, plan the event, what's going to be at the event, what food, what activities. The event is called Me, My Mind and I, and the event is about to show young people awareness of what mental health is, celebrate what we do, and show them what services are out there to help them if they have mental health issues and help their friends and peers if they have any problems. Right Here has helped me to become a better person, to look at life in a different way, get to know people my age that are trying to change Newham for the better. This makes me feel like I'm doing something for the community, giving back to the community of what I've done in the past.
I first got involved with the Right Here project in 2009, and I was involved as a young person, and we decided that we were going to create opportunities for young people within the panel, and we were going to go on a training and be interviewed to actually become workers, and through that I became a worker on the project. I suppose having been on that side and doing that kind of work was very different to like being a worker now, because it's like you're doing the other side of it. But I suppose I have the understanding of being a young person on the project, so I kind of carry that into the way that I interact with young people.
Oh, that's a good question. I would try to get more MPs involved in the project, sort of thing, so we tell them our input on the project, and we say to them, we want to do this, and we need this much money, stuff like that. And then we can make a big event for all communities to come together and learn about mental health.
I'll give it to the young people because I feel this project's more about the young people, give them more of control over the project and what way they want it to go in and more control over it.
I would do the exact same as it's currently doing, but have more young people in terms of making more decisions.
Have them more involved in the bigger decisions they make and give them more opportunities to come out with us, go out and have meetings about the group and have meetings about other services that are out there as well.
It's going great, it's just the fact that it's a bit slower sometimes. The momentum isn't always there, and sometimes that can't be helped, but having more staff on board would keep the momentum going. So in case anything did happen, at least you've got the backup plans and stuff like that.
I would probably make the project bigger and have it more throughout the UK.
One solo place can't really do much, but if we were to branch out, it will have more of an effect on the borough and neighbouring communities.
Everybody needs to know about what the Right Here does. So, yeah, I think that's what I'd do. Right Here made me feel more confident with myself and be more confident out in the street. Coming from Scunthorpe, a tiny, tiny little town, there was nothing. It's literally a bubble. Like, you hear about stuff happening and you hear about London, you hear about gangs, you hear about knife crime. Coming to Right Here, like, it kind of put things into perspective for me, I guess. For example, if I saw like a group of people, originally I would have thought, oh, a gang. Coming to Right Here, it's like opened my mind. There might be a group of children there, or a group of young people. There might not be a gang, there might just be some friends waiting for another friend to go do something.
You know what, I've had many roles involved Right Here. I had the project manager, we had an event, I was manager of that. I've been a pilot for a young panel, for a youth panel. You know, it's helped me with responsibility because like I've been given lots of responsibility I need to take care of. Like when I was younger, I didn't really have a lot of responsibilities. I just did what I need to do for myself, and now I've learned it's not always about what I need or what I need to do. It's about and to have responsibilities over others and have responsibilities over other things as well.
Right Here has helped me with my attitude towards a person with mental health. And it's also helped me get confidence and stuff. The thing about this project is the fact that I'm working with people with mental health, illnesses and stuff like that, means that I'm working like in the deep end. So that generally gives me experience already. And also the fact that the person, Anna, who actually gives me courses and stuff like that to do, she's also helped me find voluntary placement for youth work. Without Right Here, I would have probably been another statistic.
Without Right Here in college, I reckon I'd be in prison, serving a murder stretch, I'm not gonna lie. Because like, I was proper crazy when I was younger, and I thought like, before I went to college I was like, not a good person. Like now, like this helped me to become like a better person, like to look after my life. I have morals now, I have equality, and I'm more of a better person. I'm a more proud person now than I was back then.